Fox can be a lot more flashy versus Ices. Kind of get away with
the
it
shine
more.
is so rough
Yeah,
for
the shine
Ice
is
Climbers.
so good. Dreamland first game. Yeah, and he's kind of going in. He's playing pretty aggressively, so.
Yeah, I think this stage is pretty good for both the characters, because Falco can use the top platform to his advantage. They can use the space to space the lasers and so on. But also because the platforms are really high, it's hard for Falco to escape if Ice Climbers get a grab and throw them.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really strong start here from Poe. Kind of just doing whatever he likes.
Yeah. I mean, both of these players, really good players, obviously. And I think that going into this match, this was probably predicted to be one of the most even sets in the winners bracket. And we'll have to see if that's going to stay true when this set is finished.
Well,
that is super unfortunate for Jibbles,
help.
and he looks absolutely devastated that that happened.
Yeah.
Looking down at his controller, shaking his head, not knowing quite what happened.
I think Poe is obviously the favorite player, but definitely Jibbles has a real shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jibbles took games. Definitely not.
Nice read there. Gets the down smash. But
yeah, one thing that I always get so surprised about when it comes to Jibbles is that he always seems to be able to make it anywhere on stage in any situation. Oh, the mashup! Oh,
yeah, that was pretty harsh. I wonder if I always think back to that as well. It's like he doesn't wobble that often, so can you pull it out when you need it?
Oh, that was really good from Poe, getting that laser.
Great laser.
So that's one thing that is kind of rough for Ice Climbers in this matchup, though. If you recover and the Falco can just stall out the Nana and you hit her with a laser when you're trying to recover, the Popo can't get back.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have a really hard time versus Poe as Sopo. No, oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Poe as Sopo. A bit of a tongue twister. He really has to make it happen with Nana.
So far, we're seeing Poe being up 2 stocks, but those 2 stocks are not too convincing considering high percentage and the really early SD from Jibbles.
That is true. But still, I think it's kind of showing that Poe is kind of imposing as well, really. To really... Oh! Is he gonna miss it? But he gets the grab. Whoa! Holy!
He got the grab there?
That was...
That SDI must have been insane.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Because he actually got hit by the down air. I saw him get hit by the down air from Nana, and he got out of it anyway.
But Jibbles is really turning it up here. He's
Yeah,
not really converting off his hits, but he's sure getting a lot of them.
That back air was really good. I think that Jibbles is definitely going to try to go for some grab setups here. With you could see the Blizzard there, going for the Blizzard desync. A really good grab setup. Yeah, that's going to be the first game.
It's both of them.
So Poe winning the first game. I guess that in this scenario we're probably going to go to Final Destination.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Jibbles looked a bit crushed there. I guess might have been thinking about what could have been if he hadn't SD'd, you know.
Yeah.
But he's a strong competitor, so don't think it will face him for long.
No, he's used to being down in set counts and still ending up winning.
Yeah. And as me and Randomness pointed out while we were commentating this morning, he's been competing in stuff since he was like 7 or something like that. He used to be a very promising like ping pong player. So
Okay. Yeah.
before he started Smash.
Yeah, but I think that usually transitions a lot. A lot of people that are competitive in something just keep on being competitive and
Absolutely.
keep on doing well. It doesn't really matter what it is. Yeah, so now a friend of mine that I played together with him in basketball, and he got a lot better really fast. And then I realized he was like super insane at Guitar Hero and Tetris It was like he was basically good at anything he picked up.
Yeah. I mean, if you have like that really competitive drive and like mindset.
Oh, really good
Yep.
mash out there by Poe.
It's kind of getting these weird, a bit weird throws as well. It's not like super clean.
Yeah.
So
I think the Jibbles is just slightly off with his grab game, and Poe capitalizing on every little bit of that.
strong hands and good mash.
Yeah. And their Nana is gone, so this is going to be really rough for Popo.
That's
That
like
power shield from Jibbles was so cool.
most aggressive maneuvers from Poe, like forward smash into forward smash on shield.
Yeah, even though the power shield on Falco's laser is really good because you can hit him back, you also get a lot of stun from shielding the laser,
Yeah.
so you don't really get too much out of it. That ice block was so clutch.
Yeah.
And
I
actually
wonder
not
though,
the
it
stock. Poe
Almost
getting
looked
back.
as if he wouldn't have gotten the edge there.
Yeah, Poe getting back on stage. Probably not that far away from the perfect spacing to actually get back. I think it would have been a few pixels
that
slower, he
is
wouldn't have gotten back at all.
Harsh.
Nana helping Jibbles out with that clutch jab.
MLG Nana. Still a bit of an uphill battle here, but no.
Almost getting that blizzard setup. Not quite there. Oh, he read the tech chase. He had the tech chase perfectly, but he missed the re-grab.
These shines are really well placed from Poe.
Yeah.
Basically, in almost all situations where he could be punished, Nana is not available.
Yeah, this just seems really hard so far.
Yeah.
I mean, even though, sure, it's not hard for Jibbles to get a one-stock comeback, especially not on Final Destination, and especially not if you do that.
Yeah, I think that's the stock. Poe continues to mash. Well done. Well,
Sure.
bit of a formality.
Jibbles was like, no, I'm not gonna finish it with the wobble. I'm just gonna let go of you and then grab you again.
Let no one say I wobble.
I don't wobble for kills, I wobble for damage.
Mr. Two Chance.
New tag maybe. Oh,
that would have been so
that
good.
desynced. Oh, so good. And I think that's gonna be no, not quite
Whoa,
it for
she's
Nana.
not
Nana's
dead,
still
huh?
Nana's still alive somehow.
I was like, so sure. Whoa, that's interesting. I wonder if he missed a back end.
That's going to be it. He looks super frustrated.
Yeah,
I
he
think
looks
Jibbles has to just
hella frustrated, as they
take a
would
little
say.
bit of a breather and just rethink the strategy a bit. And I think that maybe we're going to see a little bit more grab setups now.
A little bit to think is like 0.2 seconds. Match that button.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever been one to take long breaks.
Oh, maybe not. I have not seen him take a longer break after a game when I've been watching his streams and so on.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that is so unfortunate from Poe. That was definitely not intentional.
but hey, at least he went out like a gangster.
Yeah. But I think that happens a lot. I mean, a lot of controllers that I've been playing with, every now and then it ends up with you jumping and pressing B, and it somehow, for some reason, it just turns you around. I've been having that issue with every single controller except for the one I use in tournaments.
Maybe he's flubbed it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Hard to tell. You're bound to do it sometime, right?
Yeah.
I think this is probably
This is looking rough
actually
for
gonna
Poe.
happen, right? No.
Yeah, Jibbles just shaking his head, eyes wide open. He's not quite sure what is going on.
Kind of interesting choices from Poe, going for pillaring on Poe. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not like super familiar with how you want to combo ice climbers when they are both on screen. Pillar just seems kind of slow, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's working out when he's getting the hits. So.
Oh. The tech chase game is on point. Unfortunately not getting quite the correct hit there with the down air.
He's kind of committing to the covering one thing, like Jibbles. But that might be what you get in that situation, I'm not sure.
Yeah, good up air from Jibbles, showing that up air from Ice Climbers is actually a really good move.
Poe taking a longer breather mid-game than what Jibbles did between games.
Now, one thing that annoys some people is the sound of Ice Climbers wave dashing.
Yeah, maybe he's using it as a strategy.
It's a kind of way of semi-taunting without actually having that much of lag afterwards. And also, it's good to keep your hands warm, being up to speed.
Yeah.
And Jibbles actually able to get quite a lot of percent here on the last stock of Poe, and it's definitely going to be easier now when he comes back with Nana.
Absolutely. I think that was the... Oh.
Yeah.
That was definitely not what he wanted, but great. Like... I want to say conversion, but that's not the right word, but like great awareness from Jibbles. He was like in there like that.
Yeah.
But now it is Poe's counter pick.
Randomness there in the background, watching his boys on stream. I think he will be happy no matter who wins this, but I'm guessing he kind of wants Poe to win more because it's his doubles partner after all.
This is quite the start.
Yeah, the Blizzard desync to wobble. That is what I was expecting to see on Final Destination in the second game.
The classic. The classic in a lot of ways.
Yeah, for some people that might not know, wobbling is named after an old school Ice Climbers player named Wobbles. One of his most known feats is that he got second at EVO 2013, making it all the way to Grand Finals, losing to Mango, double resetting, resetting or the bracket and winning Grands from the loser side.
Not very fond of wobbling either, is Wobbles, right?
Yeah, not anymore, really.
Funnily enough.
Yeah, Wobbles is more of a desync into cool platform tech chases, like throwing with Popo and then, or throwing with Nana and then going up to the platform with Popo and then smash and stuff like that. Really cool desync combos, and I've seen Fao implement that as well. I've not seen Jibbles do it as much, however.
No, I hear he's playing like a lot of Fox in locals and stuff like that, so might be that, who knows?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I've seen him play almost completely play Fox in doubles before, but he decided to go with Ice Climbers for this doubles tournament, but I'm guessing it's because he wanted to be as ready as possible for the singles. Yeah. Nice hand up there from...
really kind of warming up too.
Yeah, Jibbles being up a stock here on Yoshi's story is actually really good, because this stage has a lot going for Falco. Falco's recovery isn't gonna matter on any stage, because basically if he uses the up B, it isn't gonna go anywhere, and same goes for the side B really, but he can mix up his recovery for sure. But at a small stage like this, it's just gonna make sure that the Ice Climbers dies earlier.
Yeah. Oh, he misses the forward smash.
So Poe having a really rough time here with Jibbles being up 2 stocks. He decides that the forward smash is a way to finish that stock, and
yeah, I think he's done that like 3 times instead, like forward smash on shield into forward smash.
Yeah, it's really risky, and I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't get more punished for the forward smash and shield. But if you're not expecting it, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those options that it's obviously not like very good on paper, right? So maybe you're not thinking about it that much.
So far Jibbles coming back with 2 straight games. 2-2 now. Final match. And this is kind of what I was expecting, actually.
Interested to see if he's gonna go back to Yoshi's, because that was actually his worst game, right? So
yeah. It's kind of unfortunate because Falco doesn't really have a clear counterpick stage against ICs except for Yoshi's, because Pokemon is still good for grab setups and stuff like that.
But does give him some more space.
Yeah, it does. And I think that that might be exactly what he needs, because that Ice Climber's down smash just reaches everywhere on Yoshi's. You cover like half the stage with wave dash down smash. That's going to be important.
Oh, that was a nice conversion. He's keeping it going.
Oh, and that edge cancel as well. He's just keeping all the hits flowing.
What was that, like 84% from an up smash?
But Poe making sure to up smash Nana because he knows that Nana's shield comes up a little slower than Popo's whenever you press the shield button. And definitely, that's definitely some matchup knowledge right there.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of perfectly aware of the matchup, but you know, as he said earlier, he kind of wants to play the way he wants to play.
Yeah. But so far, this last game is really even between Poe and Jibbles. Jibbles almost getting that into the pit. Yeah, this is gonna be rough to escape for Poe.
Yeah.
But however, that wall jump paid off. I was not expecting Jibbles to put Poe into a position where he could take the wall.
No, it's kind of interesting to even engage as Falco down there, I think. I mean, you're not Fox, right? So your shine isn't gonna be like like magnitude of order that much stronger than it is anywhere else.
Yeah, you're not gonna get infinitely drill shined or laser shined when you're down there when you're playing against Falco.
It's a really scary situation to go into a scramble with the ice climbers in general, you know.
And it's gonna be really rough as well for Poe to make a 3-stock comeback when he knows that one grab could mean the stock.
But, you know, this is definitely not undoable. I mean, 40%. Not enough to just randomly die, really.
Putting on a lot of percentage with that pillar combo right there, however.
He gets out.
That forward smash
might be it.
Yeah,
it is.
Falco not reaching that far with the side B. Really good set. I don't think I've heard the audience that enthusiastic with pretty much any set so far.
I think that might be the closest one so far as well.
Yeah.
With a clean sweep comeback. 3 in a row.
Yeah, I was expecting the set to be even for sure, but maybe not this even.
No, it's always so hard to like match your expectations when the beginning is, because he was playing. I mean, it wasn't super uneven, but Poe was definitely like commandingly playing well in the beginning of that set. So okay, this is interesting. Sprinkles versus